If you're someone over 60 who's been trying to keep your blood sugar under control, I want to take a moment and talk directly to you. Maybe you've tried different diets, cut back on sweets, or started walking more often. Maybe your doctor gave you a list of things to avoid, and now every meal feels like a guessing game. I know it can get confusing, and even frustrating. But what if I told you there are a few simple vegetables that can actually help your blood sugar settle down? Just real food that works with your body, not against it. In this video, I'm sharing 5 vegetables that can naturally help lower your blood sugar, especially if you're over 60. They're simple vegetables you can find in any grocery store. But when eaten consistently, they've shown real benefits for seniors managing diabetes or trying to avoid it altogether. We'll talk about how each one works, how to prepare them, and how they've helped other older adults feel more energetic, balanced, and in control of their health, without relying only on medications or strict diets. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. 1. Bitter melon. Let's start with a vegetable that might not be very common in every kitchen, but it's powerful, especially for seniors dealing with high blood sugar. It's called bitter melon. Now I know, just the name might make you wrinkle your nose a little. It doesn't sound delicious. But don't let that stop you. Because what bitter melon does for your body is honestly impressive. Bitter melon has been used for generations in traditional medicine, especially in Asian cultures, to help people manage diabetes. And today, even researchers have started paying closer attention to it. Why? Because it naturally contains compounds that act a lot like insulin. That means it helps your body move sugar out of your blood and into your cells where it belongs, without you needing to take more medication. One of the key compounds in bitter melon is something called polypeptide P. It mimics the effect of insulin and helps lower blood sugar levels in a gentle, natural way. Another is charantin, which improves how your body uses glucose. When both of these are working together, it can really help your body become more balanced, especially if you struggle with insulin resistance, which is very common as we age. I've spoken to seniors who tried drinking a little bitter melon juice in the morning or cooking it into their meals a few times a week. One man, Harold, a 75-year-old from Wisconsin, told me he started doing just that, and within a few weeks, his blood sugar readings began to smooth out. But more than that, he just felt better. Less tired. Less foggy. More like himself again. That's the part that matters most, not just the numbers, but how you feel. Now, bitter melon is definitely, well, bitter. But there are ways to make it more palatable. You can cook it into stir-fries with garlic and onions, blend a small amount into a smoothie with apple or lemon, or even make a mild tea with it. You don't have to eat it every day for it to work, but consistency does matter. Start small. Try it a couple times a week and see how your body responds. And of course, if you're taking medications that already lower your blood sugar, just mention it to your doctor before making it a daily habit. That way, you can make sure it all stays balanced. Bitter melon isn't a miracle, but it can be a quiet, steady helper on your journey toward better health. 2. Okra. Now let's talk about okra. You might know it as a southern classic, or maybe you've seen it at the grocery store and walked right past. But this simple, green vegetable has some pretty impressive benefits for seniors trying to manage their blood sugar, without turning life upside down. Okra is rich in something that often doesn't get enough attention, fiber. And for older adults, fiber is a big deal. When you eat foods that are high in fiber, especially the kind found in okra, it slows down how fast sugar enters your bloodstream after a meal. That means fewer sharp spikes and drops in your blood sugar, which can leave you feeling tired, foggy, or just off. With okra, things happen more gradually. Your body gets time to keep up, and your energy stays more stable throughout the day. But okra doesn't just help with sugar control. It's also good for digestion and makes you feel full longer, which can help with weight management, something that also plays a role in how well your body handles insulin. For seniors, this can mean fewer cravings and better control over snacking or overeating. And that can lead to better sleep, fewer blood sugar crashes, and just feeling more in control of your day. One woman, Eleanor, a 68-year-old grandmother from Florida, told me she started adding sautéed okra to her lunch a few times a week. Nothing fancy, just lightly cooked with a bit of olive oil and lemon. After a couple of weeks, her doctor noticed her blood sugar readings were more consistent. But what really surprised her was how much better she felt in the afternoons. No more post-lunch crashes or reaching for sugary snacks just to keep going. That's the kind of difference food can make, not just on a chart, but in your everyday routine. Now I know some people are turned off by okra's texture. It can be a little slimy if not prepared the right way. But here's a tip: roasting it in the oven, grilling it, or cooking it with acidic ingredients like tomatoes or lemon juice helps cut that sliminess down. You can also slice it up and add it to soups or stews. And as always, if you're already on blood sugar medication, just keep your doctor in the loop before making big changes. The goal isn't to replace your medication, it's to give your body extra support. Okra may not come in a shiny bottle, but it's one of nature's quiet protectors. And it just might become one of your new favorite sides. 3. Spinach. Let's talk about a leafy green that's probably already familiar to you: spinach. It's easy to overlook because it seems so basic. You see it in salads, maybe in a cooked side dish here or there. But for older adults dealing with diabetes or trying to keep their blood sugar steady, spinach is one of the most supportive vegetables you can have on your plate. Why is spinach so helpful? First, it's packed with magnesium, a mineral your body needs to use insulin properly. Many seniors are low in magnesium without even knowing it, and that can make blood sugar harder to control. When you add spinach regularly to your meals, you're naturally giving your cells what they need to do their job. That means your body becomes more sensitive to insulin, and that helps bring your blood sugar back into a healthier range. But there's more. Spinach also contains something called alpha-lipoic acid, a powerful antioxidant. If you're not familiar with that term, don't worry, it just means it helps protect your body from the wear and tear caused by high blood sugar. When sugar levels stay high for too long, it causes damage over time, especially to your nerves and kidneys. Alpha-lipoic acid helps fight that. It even shows promise in reducing nerve pain, something many seniors with diabetes struggle with. Take Linda, for example, a 70-year-old from Oregon. She wasn't really into green vegetables, but she gave spinach a try by blending it into her morning smoothies. After a few weeks, she not only saw improvement in her blood sugar readings, but also noticed the tingling in her feet had lessened. That's a huge win. And her doctor was pleased, too, saying it was one of the best changes she could have made. Another great thing about spinach? It's low in calories and carbs, so you can enjoy a good portion without worrying about spikes. You can eat it raw in salads, cook it down with garlic for dinner, or mix it into scrambled eggs, soups, or even pasta. It's one of the easiest vegetables to use, and it fits well into nearly every kind of meal. One small note: if you're on blood thinners or have kidney issues, it's worth talking to your doctor before loading up on spinach every day. But for most seniors, this leafy green is a safe, simple, and powerful way to support better blood sugar and overall health. Sometimes the most ordinary foods are the ones doing the most extraordinary things inside your body. 4. Broccoli. Broccoli might already be on your plate once in a while, but after hearing this, you might want to give it a more permanent place. For seniors working to manage their blood sugar, this vegetable is more than just a healthy side dish, it's a full-on defender of your health. So what makes broccoli so special? It's packed with a natural compound called sulforaphane. You don't need to remember the name, but just know that it's one of the most powerful plant-based antioxidants around. What it does is help your body reduce oxidative stress, which is a fancy way of saying it protects your cells from the damage caused by high blood sugar. And for people with diabetes, especially older adults, that kind of protection is incredibly valuable. High blood sugar can wear your body down, quietly affecting your nerves, heart, kidneys, even your memory over time. Sulforaphane helps slow that down. Broccoli is also rich in fiber, which, as you've heard before, slows down how sugar enters your bloodstream after meals. That means fewer blood sugar spikes and more consistent energy throughout the day. For seniors, that's not just a nice bonus, it can actually help prevent serious complications, like confusion, fatigue, and even the risk of falls that sometimes come after blood sugar crashes. Let me tell you about George, a 73-year-old from Pennsylvania. He started adding steamed broccoli to his dinner most nights, nothing fancy, just a little olive oil and garlic. After about a month, he told me he didn't just see better blood sugar readings, he actually felt stronger. His energy picked up, his skin looked healthier, and he even said he was sleeping better. His doctor noticed fewer signs of inflammation in his blood work, which made both of them feel even more encouraged. The good news is, broccoli is easy to work into your meals. You can steam it, roast it, toss it into stir-fries, or even blend it into soups. And if you have a sensitive stomach, lightly steaming it can make it easier to digest without losing the nutrients. It also provides vitamin C, potassium, and even calcium, which support your immune system, blood pressure, and bone strength, all things that matter more as we age. Now, just a small heads up, if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, you'll want to talk to your doctor before dramatically increasing broccoli, since it's high in vitamin K. But otherwise, this green veggie is safe, versatile, and full of quiet power. 5. Carrots. Carrots might seem like an unlikely addition to this list. After all, they're a little sweet, right? And when you're managing blood sugar, sweet things often come with a warning label. But here's the good news, carrots are naturally sweet, but they're also low on the glycemic index, which means they release sugar slowly into your bloodstream. That steady, gentle rise in blood sugar is exactly what your body needs, especially as you get older. One of the best things about carrots is how safe and easy they are to add to your meals. You don't need a fancy recipe or special equipment. You can eat them raw, steam them, roast them, or even blend them into a soup. And whether you enjoy them as a snack or as part of your lunch or dinner, they work quietly in the background to support your health. What makes them special for blood sugar control isn't just the low glycemic index. Carrots are full of beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. This vitamin supports your immune system and helps protect your eyes, two things that become more important as we age. High blood sugar can affect your vision and even increase the risk of infections, so vitamin A is a valuable piece of the puzzle. And there's more, carrots also help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, which are both common in people with diabetes. By calming inflammation, carrots support your overall health, including your heart, your nerves, and your digestion. And let's not forget, they're also a good source of fiber, which, as you now know, plays a major role in slowing down how sugar moves through your system. Take Mary, for example. She's 69, lives in Texas, and started eating raw carrots in the afternoon instead of chips or crackers. Just a few sticks each day. Over time, she noticed that her blood sugar didn't spike as much after meals, and her energy stayed more level. Plus, she liked that carrots were easy to carry with her and didn't need any prep. Now, like anything else, portion size still matters. You don't want to eat 5 cups of carrots in one sitting. But as part of a balanced meal or snack, they're a wonderful option. Soft cooked for easier chewing, raw for crunch, or roasted for a deeper flavor, however you like them, they bring something good to the table. So now that we've gone through all 5 vegetables, bitter melon, okra, spinach, broccoli, and carrots, you can see that managing your blood sugar doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a perfect diet or expensive supplements. You just need a few trustworthy foods that work with your body instead of against it. And the best part? These are things you can find at nearly any grocery store. No prescription. No hype. Just real food, doing real work. We'd really love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us which of these 5 vegetables you're planning to add to your meals, or which one you've already tried. Your experience could help someone else who's watching and may be feeling nervous or uncertain about where to start. You never know who you might encourage just by sharing your thoughts. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. We're here to support you, every step of the way. You've got this, and you're not alone. See you next time.